From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast with Scott Sander.
Welcome to the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast. I'm Scott Sander.
Last week, we shared the powerful message that the winner of the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Freedom Award gave at this year's Champions of Diversity Award. His name is Dennis E. Bland, and a bit more of him from today as the president of the Center for Leadership Development, finding out more about the history and how the center is shaping tomorrow's leaders.
Every business is unique and has a target audience. If you own or manage a business, Circulus Digital Media can help you connect and grow your customer base with turnkey digital solutions that are nimble, offering best-in-class results, service, and support to reach a bigger customer base, allowing you to pinpoint a specific audience down to the smallest details. Get outside the city, the state, span the globe. Put Circulus Digital Media to work for you. Get started now at circulusdigital.com. That's circulusdigital.com.
This is a mini meditation guided by Bombas. Repeat after me. I'm comfy, comfy. I'm cozy, cozy. I have 0 blisters on my toes, blisters. And that's because I wear Bombas, the softest socks, underwear, and t-shirts that give back. One purchased equals one donated. Now go to bombas.com/Wondery and use code Wondery for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/Wondery and use code Wondery at checkout.
This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities. Industry Focus.
The Center for Leadership Development was founded in 1977, and I was a participant in the programs 5 years after it started in 1982. So I became an alumni of the Center for Leadership Development, and so that's how I became engaged and involved with the program. I always give credit to the founding president of the Center for Leadership Development, Mr. S. Henry Bundos, and then the brains behind the programmatic experiences is a lady by the name of Helen Baker. And they were both just committed to preeminence and excellence in the work that they did. And so I think so much of the work, including the expansion that you see here, is really just a reflection of their ongoing vision to give African American youth the most exceptional youth development experience they can have that would help increase the likelihood and probability that they would become professional business and community leaders. And so this building expansion is an ongoing reflection of their vision to create excellence and preeminence, to expect excellence and preeminence in our young people. Well, I think the work of the Center for Leadership Development is always important because youth are always important, and yet there are times when young people don't always understand or have a sense of their own importance or self-worth as we would understand it. I always like to say one of the greatest truisms of life is that we as adults have obviously been children, but there is no child who's ever been an adult. And so you have this ingrained sense of, oftentimes this ingrained sense of not being good enough, not fitting in, not qualified, don't feel like you are worthy. I don't fit in with the group. No one wants to accept me into the in crowd. And yet the Center for Leadership Development and its mission has been all about affirming young people, and not just affirming their worth and affirming their dignity, but saying your life, in fact, is so important and so invaluable that it's worth us actually investing in it to make sure that your life is cultivated and nurtured in a way so that you have the opportunity to actually discover and work to become the most outstanding person that you're on this earth to become. So I think the work of the Center for Leadership Development is very important in this time because you have a lot of young people with a low sense of self-concept, a low sense of self-identity, a low sense of direction, and then oftentimes there's this sense of despair and hopelessness. And so I think anytime you have a space that was created by the Center for Leadership Development, where young people can come in and actually feel a sense of dignity, a sense of hope, a sense that people are caring for them, but then you can come into a space that has success and success expectations written all over it. I think those types of spaces are so important for young people and for families who are looking for avenues for their sons and daughters. There is an African proverb that says, we have to return water to the wells from which we once drew, so that others coming after us will have the opportunity to quench their thirst for knowledge and understanding. The Center for Leadership Development is this kind of oasis, and what it returns back to the community is cultivated talent. If you nurture principled leadership, for example, then this is what you then have the opportunity to come back and seed into the community, so that then people who were young, they are now cultivated leaders, and they have a chance to go out into the community and then provide principled leadership or outstanding leadership in the environments where they are. And the same with our other 4 core values. We have 5 values. They're called CLD Principles for Success. They are character development, educational excellence, leadership effectiveness, community service, and career achievement. So CLD is very intentional about cultivating young people in these 5 values, because, as we like to say, those 5 principles not only strengthen and empower people, but they actually strengthen the environment and the camp where people are. The short of it is, when young people are cultivated, they have a chance to go out into community and they enrich spaces where they show up. And so there are people crying out for excellent leaders. There are communities, there are agencies, businesses crying out for people with educational excellence or with career achievement. Well, we're cultivating that. And then our community has an opportunity to really benefit as a result of that cultivation.
Rakuten is the smartest way to save money when you shop, because you earn cash back at over 3,500 stores. Fashion, beauty, electronics, home essentials, travel, dining, concert tickets, and more. Your favorite stores like Lowe's, Levi's, and Nike pay Rakuten to send them shoppers. And Rakuten then passes on a part of that payment to its members as cash back. You're already shopping at your favorite stores. Why not save while you're doing it? It's a no-brainer. Membership is free and easy to sign up. Get the Rakuten app now and join the 17 million members who are already saving. Cashback rates change daily. See Rakuten.com for details. That's Rakuten. Your cashback really adds up.
Our thanks again to all the contributors who joined us for this episode of the Business Equity and Opportunities podcast. We hope you found it enlightening, useful, and inspiring. You'll find more information about the show on our website, BEOshow.com. You can watch Business Equity and Opportunities Sunday mornings at 10 on Wish TV, or live stream it through wishtv.com. Each week we provide 7 full segments with topics ranging from how to get started and how to access capital to the day-to-day running of your business and questions about accounting and bookkeeping. We feature business news and trends and always share a success story from one of our contributors. Join us next time for more insights into the world of small business. Be sure to sign up for our Business Equity and Opportunities newsletter to get even more valuable, up-to-date information. And if you have any questions or you'd like to be part of our show, please email us. The address is beo@wishtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Scott Sander. Thanks for listening.
Watch the Business Equity and Opportunity Show on Wish TV and access all of our content and share it on demand anytime at BEOshow.com. You can find more podcasts from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.